Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Morning Musings. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. In this very special Saturday edition, as I promised you yesterday, I want to introduce a really good brand new book by Daniel Rogers. Now, those of you who know Daniel know that he wrote another book, his very first book, The Last Enemy and the Triumph of Christ. Excellent book on the resurrection of 1 Corinthians 15. Well, now Daniel has introduced another brand new book entitled Paul's Letters to the Thessalonians. Well, I've got to tell you, Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, are some of my very favorite books. I've personally written 3 books on those epistles, so I was thrilled when Daniel set out to write a commentary. Now, this is a verse-by-verse commentary of 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. As you can see, it's not ponderous, it's not huge, okay, and it's not laborious. But Daniel does a great job of interacting with scholarship. One of the things I particularly like, and those of you who know me know why I like this, but Daniel interacts with the Old Testament, enlightening our understanding of the Thessalonian epistles by showing the Old Testament prophecies that Paul is drawing on. You know, Paul tells us over and over again that his eschatology was nothing but what the Old Testament prophets foretold. Well, Daniel does a great job in this book illustrating and enlightening us as we read the Thessalonian text to see, oh, Paul was drawing directly from Isaiah chapter 2. Paul was drawing and quoting from Isaiah chapter 66. My goodness, Paul is drawing directly from Zechariah. And on it goes. This is really good stuff here, and it's so important. Look, I was raised in an environment that said God was through with Israel at the cross. God was through with the Old Testament at the cross. Many of you who watch my videos were raised in that same exact type of environment. But Daniel shows so well, so effectively, so powerfully, so irrefutably that Paul's eschatological teaching in Thessalonians and in the entirety of the New Testament was nothing but the hope of Israel found in the Old Testament. Now, if God was through with Israel at the cross, if he was through with the Old Testament at the cross, then why and how could Paul still be looking for the fulfillment of God's Old Covenant promises made to Old Testament Israel at all? I mean, that's all Paul does, though, as Daniel does a fantastic job of illustrating and demonstrating. One of the studies, one of the very special studies, Daniel has some excursus studies here in his book. One of those special studies that you will absolutely love is on the man of sin. I don't have to tell you that over the last 20, 30, 40 years, we have been told over and over again, oh, the man of sin is alive somewhere in Europe today. We've been told just lately, Donald Trump is the man of sin. Well, I want to tell you, if we pay attention to what Paul actually says, and by the way, if we conflate it with eyewitness accounts of the events of the first century, as Daniel illustrates so well, then we can know without any doubt whatsoever the man of sin was alive in the first century. He did sit in the temple of God, as Paul said emphatically in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and that he was destroyed in the first century. This excursus is all by itself more than worth the price of the book. I'm just really pleased to introduce this book to my viewership. Again, it is Daniel Rogers, Paul's Letters to the Thessalonians. It is a really, really good book. And let me reemphasize something. It's not laborious. You know, it doesn't weigh us down with lots and lots and lots and lots of verbiage or lots and lots and lots of quotations. That has its place. I love to do that personally. It's reason my big book on 1 Thessalonians 4 is 450 pages long. No, this is easy reading. But Daniel's logic is impeccable. His exegesis is excellent. You will love this book. Now, I don't even have it listed on my websites yet, but regular price on Amazon is $17.50 plus shipping of $3.99, okay? But for the month of August 2018, the entire month of August, you can have this book for $16.50 postpaid delivered to your house. Just send me an email saying you want to order Daniel Rogers' book on Thessalonians, and I will give you the information on how to pay either with PayPal, or those of you familiar with paying for books through PayPal from us, you already know how to do that. You're welcome to send us a check or a money order. Contact me through the website, donkpreston.com or bibleprophecy.com, and order this book. I want to tell you, this is a really, really good book. Order your copy today. You'll be really glad you did.